Okay, really quick. I know I always say that, but like actually though. So I just wanted to offer some encouragement. I feel like a lot of videos I do, it's always when I'm like in my feelings and like crying and whining about stuff, but not today. We're in a real good mood today. So the other day I had this revelation. Like, I'm pretty sure that I was like either like reading my Bible or I was praying and just kind of sitting, you know, in my zone, in my moment with the Lord, and this came to me. I almost felt like stupid. Maybe not like stupid like in a bad way, but I was like, oh my gosh, like how come I did not realize this? So I just want to share this with you guys, and again offer a little bit of encouragement. I wanted to talk to you about how God is faithful to answer prayers, even little ones. Little things that we might forget about, that we don't really put that much thought into, or even things that maybe we don't take seriously. He does take these things seriously, and he knows and he remembers, and it's just an amazing thing, a beautiful thing. And to me, that's just a reminder that he cares, and he actually really does love us, because it's like even down to like the smallest thing, he will remember even when we don't. I have this written down. I have like a little journal kind of thing, almost like a sort of a prayer journal, but then I also just like write down different like scriptures and stuff and like notes as I'm going through the Bible. So really nice to have if you like to go back to things like I do. So I highly encourage you get one of these if you're trying to like seriously read through the Bible. It's very helpful. So I wrote this down. See here, it says answered prayer on there, so I can refer back to this if I'm ever feeling off, if I'm feeling sad, a little depressed. I can go back and remember this and remember how God has been faithful over time. Okay, so I'm just gonna read everything that I wrote down here, because I know if I try to do it off the top of my head, I'm gonna forget like an important detail. So here we go. I didn't realize this over the months, but I've gotten better at my job, and I'm one of the quicker, kind of better ones, for lack of a better term, better ones at my work. Every day before heading into work, I always pray that God help me to do a good job. Ever since I started working there, it's almost been like a year. Crazy how that flew by. I mean, Corona had a big part of that, but anyway, ever since I started working there, before I'm like about to walk in, I always just like really quickly say a little prayer like, God, please help me to be patient, help me get through this shift. I need you to like put a watch over my mouth, keep me from popping off on people, just please help me to be patient. And it was never like this really deep spiritual thing. I never made like a big thing of it, like make a scene or anything. It was just always like real quick, and I would just say it to myself and then go to work. Didn't put much thought into it. It was just kind of that kind of thing. It like really wasn't a big deal, but I made like a habit of it. Every single time I go to work, I say that little prayer to myself real quick, go into work and forget about it. So, and then this happened just the other day. My manager acknowledged how I've gotten better, and she trusts me to be one of the leaders there. She even offered me a potential leadership slash supervisor role, and started asking me questions about like being like a manager at some point. Like, have I ever thought about that? Like, maybe I want to be made into like official full-time. I don't want to do that, but it was nice of her to bring that up. I don't like the job and definitely don't want to be a manager ever. I really want to get out of retail. I think we've talked about this before, but it was nice to be recognized, and again it made me realize that God answered my small prayer, and I hadn't even noticed over all of these months. I never once crossed my mind. And like, that's why I say I feel kind of stupid, because now that I know and now that it's been brought to my attention, I feel like it's so obvious, because I can tell, like when I first started there, it was rough, because it can be a very overwhelming, physically, mentally, and emotionally demanding job. I know it sounds crazy because it's just retail, but if you knew the type of place it was, you get it. Yeah, so it was rough. It was really hard for me initially, but in the last few months I can tell that I've gotten so much better at it. I feel so much more comfortable and confident in the job, and I don't feel like scared or nervous anymore. I just go in, I do my work, I do a good job, and that's that. And it's just so funny now that I can see that that was God answering my small little prayer, something I never really put any thought into, but he did, and he heard me and he listened to me and blessed me with the ability to do the job and to do a good job while I'm there. And I can even tell, like when I deal with customers or I deal with coworkers, like I don't want it to sound like I'm tooting my own horn or whatever, but like I just have a way that I'm able to interact with people, that they like me and they feel comfortable with me and they have a good experience while they're there. And that is all because God answered my prayer. That's not because of like me, because if it was just me in my own strength, I know that I would still be nervous and scared and I would be fumbling over myself, making mistakes. But I don't do that anymore. Obviously I make mistakes and stuff here and there, and not every day is perfect, but generally speaking, things have been going really well, and it never crossed my mind until just the other day. And I can't believe that, but I thank God that finally he did bring that to my attention, and I'm just so happy and blessed and very proud. And it's such a small thing, but again, this little small thing just goes to show that God cares, he pays attention to us, and he hears us, and he is faithful to answer even the smallest of prayers. So I hope that that encourages you and gives you something to hold on to if you're going through a tough time, or if you feel like giving up, or you feel like the Lord isn't listening to you. He is. I promise you he is. And look, this is encouragement for myself too, because I might be on a high right now, but I know that there's going to come a time when I'm maybe not feeling that great and I'm gonna have to listen to my own words. So I do want to leave with a quick scripture, a quick verse, because I always want to bring it back to the word, and I always encourage you to go to the Bible and read it for yourself, so you have an understanding and that you can just like develop like your own relationship with God, because that's the most important thing. So the scripture that I want to share with you guys today is from Hebrews. It's Hebrews 10:23. Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye.